Skiddly-doo-dee-doo-dow-ba-dee-dow-dee. Pouring with Pilar. She's a barista.
Happy Halloween! Hi guys! It's Halloween. I waited 10 months for this holiday. Do you like my costume? Do you like it? Do you know what I am? I am my true self. Quarantine has turned me into a little piggy, so I'm embracing the extra pounds and just working with it. Let me know what you guys are dressed as, write it in the comments below. And if you're not dressed up, boo! That sucks. Get on a costume. It's Pouring with Pilar. We have fun here. If you're new, I'm Pilar, this is my bar, and over here we express ourselves in the kitchen through creativity. And speaking of creativity, I kind of went ham with the drink making process, and I ended up making 3 drinks for you guys. I know, it's a lot. Quick disclaimer, these drinks, some of them have alcohol, and they all have quite a bit of sugar. So do not feel bad if you can't recreate this recipe ingredient for ingredient. Draw inspiration and tag me with whatever you guys come up with. I just love to see what you guys make. Now, before we introduce the drinks, I'm going to introduce my co-host. His name is Fernando. I got him at Walmart, but that does not change his worth. I named him after that song. I named him after that song by ABBA because I love the way Cher goes, "Can you hear the drums, Fernando?" I had so much coffee today, you guys, and I don't care if I'm weird. I don't care if this is the first time you're seeing me be weird because I waited 10 months for this show. Let me have this. So, let's get started with our drinks. They're all really, really easy, and they're all really, really fun to make. Let's introduce them. So we have the Monochromatic Classic, which is inspired by the black and white movies that first started horror. We have the 1980's slasher, which kind of really, really changed the horror movie scene. And then we have the PG Zombie, which is more for your kids. It's garnished with candy so that way they can enjoy it, and you can reuse some of that Halloween candy that you bought thinking, oh, just in case the trick-or-treaters come, knowing damn well that no trick-or-treaters are going to be here. You bought that candy for yourself, admit it. It's okay. I have a huge bag. Where do you think I got the nerds from? So let's get started making our easiest drink first, and chronologically first, the Black and White Classic. Now, another disclaimer I want to make before we get started. This drink has a secret ingredient which turns it black, and that ingredient is activated charcoal. Now, activated charcoal, you are most likely going to find it in like capsule form in your like dietary supplement aisle. It has a lot of amazing health benefits, but it's also a detox, meaning like any detox tea or juice, it's going to flush out your system of anything. And that also includes any important medications you might be taking. So if you're due to take like an evening medication like I am, make sure that you stop consuming this about 2 to maybe even 3 hours before you need to take that medication, just to be safe. Other than that, it's totally safe to drink as long as you pay attention to the serving size. So today I'm gonna only be using like less than 1/4 of a teaspoon. That's about the standard serving size. And I'm gonna drop it right in there. Be a little careful when you make this. I definitely should be careful because activated charcoal is really, really fine. So it can go everywhere. So I have that in there. I'm also gonna be adding a shot of tequila. Actually, let me show you this because this is super cute. These little bottles of tequila, and I have some other kinds of alcohol. I got these at Bevmo. I keep saying Venmo on accident. Got these at Bevmo. You can get like 3 for $18, I think. They have a whole bunch of little sales and a whole bunch of sample alcohol. So it's great because I'm 22. I don't want to buy a whole bottle for something I'm not going to drink. So we're going to throw in a little bit of tequila. I'm going to do about half a serving. I think this is about 2 shots, so I'm going to do about half of that. And then I'm going to add in some lemonade. And do you guys see how that color stays black? Isn't that cool? Let me cap this because I am true to pig form. I'm very sloppy, so I need to make sure that I don't spill anything. Look at that. So before I add my ice, I'm going to stir it because the ice will get in the way and it'll make it a little bit harder to dissolve. There we go. Add my ice. There we go. Not a ton of ice. All right, and then as you can see, we've already lined the rim with black sugar. In order to do this, we took corn syrup and we rolled it in corn syrup first and then rolled it in the black sugar. So keep in mind that that is also something sweet that you're gonna be adding to your drink. And now I'm just topping it off with a little bit of Sprite. Oh, she's darling. She's so gorgeous. And then I know it's a black and white one, but what would a drink be without a cute cherry on top? She's sinking, aren't we all, in 2020? I'm sorry. So there she is. There's her little cherry on top. It's black. It's delicious. I think I can try it because I don't have the microphone right up on me. I know one time I tried to drink it and you could hear all of that action going on, so I've been a little hesitant since. So I'm going to take a quick swig. That's good. It's sparkly. You don't taste the charcoal. It has that lime and that lemon in it. And because we rimmed it with corn syrup, that sugar is not going anywhere. That's not going to be crumbling off and giving you that kind of mustachy effect. So now that we've got that drink done, let's work on our 1980s slasher. This one I kind of mashed up like a Roy Rogers and a Jack and Coke and, you know, all slasher style and made them into this. So this one is a little bit more fun to drink. Roy Rogers, if you don't know, some people call it the Boy Shirley Temple, which I think is stupid, but whatever works. I'm not an official bartender. I'm just 22. So there we go. All right. This is about half a shot or about a tablespoon of grenadine. I'm also going to be adding, where's that spoon? I'm going to use the same spoon because I'm going to be drinking these guys. And Mom, Dad, can I spend the night here? Because I'm drinking both of these tonight. They're so good. I'm going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then a couple drops of food coloring. Oh God, I don't want to get it on my costume. Is it really even a costume at this point? It's just who I am. So I'm going to mix all of that up and then I'm going to add the ice on top of it. I want this layer to stay there. I don't want anything to disturb it. So, pardon me real quick, ASMR. In true bartender fashion, though, I am watering this down for you, so. All right, now I'm going to be taking whiskey, and it is the Jack Daniel's Honey Whiskey. I like this one because it makes it a little bit more sweet. I find that if I just use regular whiskey, it tastes kind of like cough syrup, which is why I also added the vanilla extract in there. So I'm going to be pouring a decent amount, all of it. It's been a long year, you guys. I'm not able to see trick-or-treaters. Let me have this. And then I'm going to be topping it off with Coke. And when you pour the Coke, keep in mind that you want to pour it on top of the ice. You don't need a spoon for this, but pour it on top of the ice. Let me bring it over here so you guys can see a bit better. Just so that that stays at the bottom. And there we go. And of course, the cherry. She's sinking too. It's fine. Embrace it. We all have. And there you go. That is your 1980s slasher. All right. And same deal with this guy. We also have the corn syrup and the sugar rim on top. Oh my God. And it looks so pretty when you mix it. Because the whole drink, since we added the red food coloring, it's all turning red. I don't know if you guys can see that, but bon appetit. That's good. That's really good. I think adding that vanilla made it a little less cough syrupy. I've also tried this with about 1/4 teaspoon of honey, and that was really, really good to add that in the bottom, especially with that honey whiskey. Delicious. Now here's the one for your kids. It is the PG Zombie. So if you have any kids, get them out. Guys, I'm baking under these lights. If you have any kids, get them out. This drink is garnished with a lot of candy. They're going to want you to make it right now. So I'll give you a minute to kick them out. Cool. Let's get started. This one, no sugar rim. I think I've established this in the past, but when I've made alcoholic drinks and non-alcoholic drinks, the alcoholic ones had a different color of sugar on them. So that's what we're continuing today. So this one, no sugar. You'll see why. It has a ton already. So this is really just a sherbet float. Sherbet. It's a float with sherbet. I hate that word. It's one of those words where the more you say it, the more you're over it. So I'm going to be adding a couple scoops. They've melted because, I'm not joking, guys. These lights are toasty. I am sizzling. All right. So I'm going to add some Mishy ice cream in there. Have a little bit of Sprite left in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add green food coloring to the Sprite. It also works if you add the green food coloring directly into the sherbet. I was worried that because it has so many oranges and pinks, it was going to mess with the color. But the green food coloring doesn't really, it kind of cancels it out a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that green Sprite. Cute. And I'm worried that it's not going to work just because, hold on, bear with me, you guys. Just because this sherbet is a little melted. So I'm going to be taking some cherries and I'm going to be putting them against the side for some spooky little eyeballs. Oh, he's sinking. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. I'm the only one drinking it. I'm going to add a little bit more Sprite just to top it off. Can you guys see the eyeballs, or was this a bust? You can't, but it's okay. I know that they're there. So there you go. And that's not all. We are going to garnish it with nerds to make it a little bit more, I don't know, como se dice, brains. I'm getting notes from my director. Excuse me. The zombies come apart. What is this, charades? I love this. I don't know what's happening, but I'm into it. I don't know what that note means, so if you guys can interpret it. Oh, okay. My director is telling me that since only one eyeball was successful, that the other one fell out because it's a decomposing zombie. Aha. It's so hot. I think I'm having heat stroke.
You wanted that costume.
I wanted this costume. Anyways, okay. Oh, imagine if this is somebody's first episode watching me. So now I'm going to take some pink nerds. You can either be super extra and pick them out of every single, like a box of rainbow nerds, or you can do what I did and spend $5 for a huge bag of candy for the trick-or-treaters and just pick out the pink nerds. And I'm going to sprinkle these on top. So they fell to the bottom. I promise I've made this drink once and it worked. I think the heat is just melting everything. But in theory, you sprinkle these on top and it works. But I guess you don't make this drink if you live in Southern California. We weren't meant to have good things. So, but it still tastes amazing. Hold on. I'm getting another transmission coming through. Ice cream needs to be cold. Well, of course it does. You wrote a note saying ice cream needs to be cold.
Like, take it out of the freezer before.
Like, take it out of the freezer right before. Right. Do not sit here and chat and show off your Halloween costume under 3 studio lights while your ice cream is liquidized, like, in front of you. Just be calm. It's my favorite holiday. We're having fun. So you throw some nerds in there, right?
But how does it taste?
It tastes like candy, you guys. It tastes... There we go. Oh, no.
Show it.
And there you go. Kind of. If you make this at home, I guarantee you'll make it better than me. Temperature is a huge deal. And that's also something I want to talk to you guys about, is serving these drinks. These 2 drinks, perfect to serve. This one, like I said, might need a little disclaimer because of the charcoal. This one is perfect because see how the grenadine stays at the bottom? So these are great if you're having somebody come over and you can make them a couple minutes beforehand. But this one, you might need to show off your barista skills and make it right in front of them, because if not, this will happen. We're all about the Pinterest fails here, and we have fun. So those are the drinks. They're fun, they're cute, they're a little alcoholic, they're a little boozy, they're a little sweet, but they are very fun to make. You look really like professional if you make these drinks. There's a lot of wow factor, and whatever you do this Halloween, one, make these drinks. That's a rule. That's a rule. Since you're watching the show, you have to make these drinks. I'm just kidding. Whatever you do this Halloween, have fun, but please be safe. We are really, really counting on you. I want to say thank you guys to everybody who is planning on being safe. Because of your cooperation and because of your efforts, we are going to nip this thing in the bud, and I really appreciate that on behalf of somebody who is 22 and wants to get back out there and do 22-year-old things. So thank you guys so, so much. Have a great day. Have a happy Halloween. Stay spooky and stay soapy. Bye.
Skiddly-doo, deedly-doo-dow, ba-dee-dow-dee. Pouring with Pilar. She's a barista.